Imagine holding a lottery ticket, thinking, this is the moment everything changes. You're not alone in this feeling. But what if luck isn't just something we wait for? What if it's something we can actually unlock? What if the numbers you pick aren't just random combinations, but powerful codes filled with energy, alignment, and intention, waiting to be activated? By the end of this video, you'll begin to see numbers in an entirely new light. Stick with me, because this isn't just another list of lucky digits. Today, we're going deeper, exploring how true luck is something you can create from within, guided by the timeless wisdom of Buddhism. As we step into the third week of April 2025, the final month of the first quarter, we're entering a powerful energetic shift. April is a month of realignment, clarity, growth, and most importantly, financial renewal. If you're ready to welcome this wave of abundance into your life, hit the like button to set your intention. Subscribe to keep receiving insights like this, and share this with someone who could use a fresh start. Comment below, I am a luck magnet, if you're truly claiming this shift in your life. Because here's the truth, it's not about the date, it's about whether you're open to receiving what the universe is trying to give you. In this video, we'll explore 6 powerful numbers. But more importantly, we'll dive into the mindsets, spiritual lessons, and real-life stories behind them. This journey is about creating your own version of prosperity, from the inside out. If you're ready, hit subscribe and comment ready below. Because today, you're not just watching a video, you're stepping into a new chapter of your life. Let's begin with our first number, the lucky insights of 44. Out of all the lucky numbers, 44 stands apart, not because it promises quick success, but because it symbolizes something far more rare in today's world: lasting financial stability and inner peace. From a Buddhist perspective, 44 represents discipline, structure, and consistency, values that don't just attract wealth, but sustain it. This deeply aligns with the Buddha's teaching of right effort, one of the key steps of the Noble Eightfold Path. Right effort means working toward meaningful goals with steady, determined energy, without getting attached to immediate results. In numerology, the double fours amplify grounded energy. Think of it like building your life on solid stone, not shifting sand. This number encourages us to slow down, plan wisely, and make choices that secure our present and safeguard our future. It's often called the architect's number, not the one who dreams of success, but the one who builds it, brick by brick. Let me share the story of Mr. Hong, a humble street vendor who sold noodles in a busy city for nearly 15 years. He didn't have a flashy shop or viral social media, just a small cart. Every morning he woke up early, cleaned his space, greeted every customer with kindness, and reinvested his earnings. No shortcuts, no lottery wins, just consistent action. Most people passed by thinking, poor guy, same spot every day. But what they didn't see was the power of number 44 at work. 10 years later, Mr. Hong opened his first noodle shop, then a second. Today, he owns 4 branches and employs over 30 people. Was it magic? No, it was method. That's the hidden message of 44. True wealth isn't built on speed. It's built on strength, structure, and spiritual discipline. So what can we learn from this? The number 44 teaches us that we don't need to rely on conventional luck. We need to be intentional with our habits, our money, our energy, and our mindset. Buddhism reminds us, our thoughts become our actions shape our destiny. When you live with intention, patience, and right effort, you become the architect of your own abundance. So when our thinking is rooted in stability, commitment, and service, these qualities begin to reflect in our real-world results. Financial storms may come, but like a sturdy tree, we will bend, not break. This April, instead of chasing fleeting trends or seeking quick wins, consider the quiet power of the number 44. Build something that will last. Align your energy with abundance, because real luck isn't something external. It's already within you, embedded in your actions and results. Take a moment to reflect on this. Where am I building weak foundations in my financial life? What small habits, if practiced consistently, could transform everything in just 1 year? Am I creating something that will stand strong 5 years from now? Use number 44 as a personal mantra this month. Write it somewhere visible, on your mirror, journal, or phone screen. Let it guide your decisions, pulling you away from anxiety and into strategy, because abundance doesn't always arrive as a sudden wave. Sometimes it flows like a quiet river, steady, faithful, and endless. Discipline is the real magic. Structure is the true blessing. And 44 is your silent partner in building wealth that lasts. Now, let's move on to lucky insights of number 34, a number that's all about turning creativity into concrete results. If 34 were a person, it would be that practical, steady friend who doesn't just cheer you on, but helps you bring your ideas to life. In numerology, 34 combines two powerful forces: the creative spark of 3, vision, self-expression, and imagination; the grounded energy of 4, foundation, discipline, and structure. Together, they form a vibration that helps you turn ideas into income and inspiration into execution. Spiritually, this resonates deeply with a core Buddhist teaching: right action, part of the Noble Eightfold Path. It's not enough to simply dream. Just as a flower does not bloom without roots, a dream does not manifest without mindful action. You must walk the talk, mindfully, patiently, and with purpose. That's the wisdom of number 34. Let me tell you the story of Clara, an artist from Berlin, Germany. For years, she painted in a small studio, living on grants and part-time gigs. In 2017, she launched an online store for her prints, but the market was already saturated. Her first attempt failed. Still hopeful, she tried again, this time selling digital wallpapers, but the platform took most of her earnings. That failed too. On her third try, she created a subscription box for physical art, but shipping costs were too high, and the idea collapsed once more. Most people would have given up. But Clara didn't. On her fourth attempt, she merged her love of art with something practical: stationery, journals, planners, and notebooks, featuring her art and mental health prompts. It was her most personal and thoughtful creation yet. She launched it on April 1st, 2021. Within 6 months, orders came from over 15 countries. Today, Clara runs a profitable brand that blends art, mindfulness, and productivity. This is the power of number 34 in action. Not just creativity, but creativity with purpose, built on persistence and structure. Now let's travel to Lisbon, Portugal. Miguel, a software engineer, dreamed of creating a budgeting app for freelancers. His first version had all the features, but 0 users. His third version looked better, but it was too complicated. Finally, on his third attempt, Miguel changed his approach. Instead of guessing, he interviewed real users, freelance designers, translators, copywriters. He listened to their struggles and rebuilt the app around their actual needs. That app became Solo, now one of the most popular finance tools for freelancers in Southern Europe. Again, 34 shows us that it's not about genius, but about combining vision with humility and creativity with real-world structure. This April, ask yourself, are you treating your ideas like fleeting dreams, like real projects that deserve time, effort, and structure? What are you postponing because you're afraid it won't be perfect? Remember, action born from intention is the bridge between imagination and manifestation. Number 34 is your reminder to stop waiting and start building, because your creativity deserves to be seen, shared, and valued. Because it's not perfect yet. Have you given up after one failure, when all you needed was just one more try? Let number 34 remind you, consistency beats perfection. Action refines your vision. What you start now may take time, yes, but this version, born of wisdom and persistence, will be worth it. This might just be the attempt that works, so take the leap. Write that first page, build that first draft, send the pitch. Let 34 guide you, not to chase luck, but to create something that lasts. Now let's talk about lucky insights of number 28. The energy of harvest, the moment where past effort begins to blossom. Some numbers speak loudly, while others whisper. But 28 arrives like a calm breeze through the trees, steady, gentle, and full of promise. In numerology, 28 blends two sacred vibrations, the cooperative nature of 2, which brings balance, partnership, and patience. The powerful abundance of 8, symbolizing wealth, influence, and achievement. This is the number of harvest, where collaboration meets reward. From a Buddhist perspective, 28 reflects one of the most profound truths. As you sow, so shall you reap. There's a reason 28 feels especially potent in April. Across much of the world, it mirrors the energy of spring, a time of renewal, growth, and fruition. Just like the seeds planted in winter quietly push through the soil to meet the sun, your silent efforts, the daily grind, the patient practice, the hopeful resilience, begin to reveal their hidden results. Let me share the story of Sophia, an entrepreneur from Florence, Italy. 2 years ago, she left her state, but purpose alone wasn't enough. Her first year brought losses. Foot traffic was minimal, online orders barely came in. Friends raised eyebrows. Some gently suggested she return to corporate life. But Sophia stayed the course. She listened to her early customers, refined her brand, strengthened supplier relationships, hosted community workshops, and invited people to co-create designs. The third year was still difficult, but then came her third spring. In just 3 months, she earned more than she had in her entire first year. That's 28 in motion. Patience, purpose, payoff. Number 28 asks you, have you been doing the quiet, necessary work, even when no one's watching? Are you nurturing something today that might bloom months or even years from now? Can you trust the process, even when the reward feels far away? Buddhism teaches non-attachment to results, but it never denies the value of diligent, meaningful effort. Just like a farmer waters her fields daily, even when the soil looks barren, we too must believe that our efforts are never wasted. So, this April, take a moment to reflect. What have you been sowing in your work, your relationships, or your spiritual life? More importantly, are you truly ready to receive? Because 28 doesn't promise instant miracles, but it does promise this: if you've planted with care, the harvest will come. Say it with me. The harvest is coming. Yes, I said that with certainty. Now let's step into the energy of lucky insights of number 37, a number filled with mystery, momentum, and magic. Unlike the grounded discipline of 44 or the patient build-up of 28, 37 brings the energy of the unexpected. It's the lucky break that appears when you least expect it, the conversation that leads to a breakthrough, the bold idea that shifts your entire path. In numerology, 37 combines the optimism and creativity of 3, representing joy, inspiration, and communication, the spiritual depth of 7, representing intuition, inner wisdom, and divine guidance. Together, they create a vibration of sudden opportunities, spontaneous breakthroughs, and spiritual clarity. This number resonates deeply with a central Buddhist principle: impermanence, the understanding that everything can change in an instant, and every moment carries the quiet potential for a breakthrough. Let me tell you the story of Maya, a woman in her early 50s. She found herself at one of the lowest points in her life. After losing her job, her confidence shattered. Bills piled up. She felt trapped in what she later called a fog of fear. Then one morning, as she absent-mindedly scrolled through her phone, she stumbled upon a last-minute listing, a workshop on community gardening. It had nothing to do with her career. She almost ignored it, but something inside nudged her. "It wasn't logical," she said later, "but my gut told me to go." She trusted that feeling. At the event, she met a local entrepreneur starting a sustainable food co-op. Fast forward 6 months, Maya became his business partner. Today, their small startup delivers organic produce to 5 districts. One moment, one decision, and her entire life changed. That's the essence of lucky number 37. Trusting the unexpected, following your intuition, believing that miracles may be quiet. Number 37 encourages you to be fully present, to stay alert for life's subtle invitations. Opportunities don't always arrive with flashing signs. They may come disguised as a conversation, a coincidence, or that quiet voice in your heart. In Buddhist practice, mindfulness isn't just about stillness. It's about deep awareness of what life is offering you right now. So this April, ask yourself, am I paying attention to unexpected doors that might be opening? Am I willing to trust my instincts, even when logic says no? Can I say yes to something that doesn't come with guarantees? Because sometimes the door to prosperity isn't the one you plan to open. It's the one you never saw coming. Number 37 reminds you, intuition is a form of intelligence, not mysticism. Wisdom. When the world gets loud, listen inward. When you follow that inner voice, life has a way of surprising you in the most beautiful, life-changing ways. So stay open, stay curious, stay alert. The universe often wraps blessings in unexpected packaging. Let 37 be your permission to believe in the beauty of the unexpected. And remember, the most important opportunities won't always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes they're just quietly waiting for you to notice. Now let's explore lucky insights of number 22, a number of rare power and quiet majesty. Some numbers hold strength, others offer vision, but 22 delivers both. In numerology, 22 is known as the master builder, a vibration that turns dreams into tangible reality. It's the bridge between the spiritual and the physical, the divine spark and the brick-and-mortar structure. This number carries a profound message. It's not enough to dream. You must also build, brick by brick, step by step. In Buddhism, this aligns with the concept of right effort. A path that doesn't promise shortcuts, but rewards consistency, clarity, and intention. It's not about rushing. It's about showing up fully, present at every step of your journey. Let me introduce you to Alba, an architect from Barcelona. As a teenager, she dreamed of designing eco-friendly homes for low-income families. But life had other plans. She spent years working in corporate firms, designing buildings that didn't reflect her values. Still, the dream never left her. In her early 30s, she began saving quietly. At night, she studied sustainable design. On weekends, she volunteered on local projects. Brick by brick, she began building a new foundation. Not through luck, but through patient momentum. At 36, Alba launched her own firm. It was small, humble, even a little uncertain at times. But she poured her heart into every detail. Her first project was a modest eco-home for a retired couple on the peaceful outskirts of Barcelona. Her third client came through word of mouth. By her 4th year, she had a waiting list. Her journey wasn't flashy, but it was intentional. And that's the energy of number 22. It teaches us that vision means nothing without action. This number is for the quiet visionaries, those who don't just dream of change, but commit to the long road of building it. This April, ask yourself, do you have a dream that still feels too big to start? Are you waiting for the perfect time, instead of just beginning? Or are you ready to begin now, with the knowledge, resources, and courage you already hold? Buddhism reminds us, a jug fills, drop by drop. Just like that, the future you dream of is built moment by moment, through decisions most people will never see. Number 22 is your confirmation. The dream is real, if you honor it with action. Your next step doesn't have to be grand. Write that first paragraph. Make that first call. Sketch the first design. Launch the beta version. One step alone won't get you there. But it's the only way forward. Those who build legacies didn't start with perfect timing. They started with a vision. And they showed up every single day. Now let's turn to lucky insights of number 18, a powerful symbol of release and renewal. Some doors don't stay closed because you don't have the key. They stay closed because your hands are too full to turn the handle. That's the wisdom of 18. In numerology, 18 blends the fresh start energy of 1 with the karmic wisdom and transformation of 8. Together, they call you to shed the past and open the path for abundance. This reflects a deep Buddhist teaching. We cannot receive with clenched fists. Many of us carry invisible weight, regrets over poor financial decisions, fears of failure, a scarcity mindset, or deep-rooted beliefs like, I'm not good with money, or I always lose. But if we never let go of what no longer serves us, we never make room for something new. Let me share the story of Eric, a Dutch entrepreneur from Rotterdam. For years, Eric ran a successful logistics company. On the outside, everything seemed perfect. A downtown office, luxury cars, high-profile clients. But then, the market shifted. Poor partnerships led to collapse. In just 1 year, he was bankrupt. Ashamed, Eric told no one. He isolated himself, lived off borrowed money, and was haunted by guilt and fear. Then one day, walking past a bookstore, a title in the window stopped him. When you lose everything, you find what matters most. He walked in, bought the book, and for the first time allowed himself to feel the failure. Then, he did something even harder. He forgave himself. That moment marked the rebirth of his life. Eric began journaling, volunteering, not for money or success, but for clarity. Over time, his mindset shifted. He let go of the version of himself that tied worth to wealth. 2 years later, Eric launched a new business, helping small businesses recover financially. Today, it's profitable. But more importantly, he is free. Free from shame, free from pressure, free from the old story. That is the gift of lucky number 18, shedding the old skin to welcome a new one. So this April, ask yourself, what are you still carrying that no longer serves you? What financial beliefs or emotional baggage are holding you back? What would change if you let them go? Buddhist wisdom says, freedom is not in having more, but in needing less. Letting go is not giving up. It's making space. And nature always fills empty space with peace, purpose, and prosperity. So breathe deeply. Forgive yourself. Release the old story. Your next chapter begins the moment you do. Let go of what didn't work. Release what's behind you, and step fully into the wide open space that now awaits you. Because lucky number 18 isn't just a symbol of fortune, it's a gentle whisper from the universe saying, you're allowed to begin again. Beyond the numbers, a deeper truth. In the end, lucky numbers aren't about magic. They're mirrors, reflecting back to you. The energy you carry, the mindset you hold, and the choices you make when no one is watching, whether it's the structure and stability of 44, the surprises of 37, the creative action of 34, the patience and payoff of 28, the vision and grounding of 22, or the release and renewal of 18. Each number is more than just a figure. It's an invitation, a chance to realign your path with your true purpose. Luck isn't something you wait for. It's something you prepare for. It begins when you clear space, take the first step, and show up again and again, even when results haven't arrived yet. Especially then. So don't just write these numbers down. Lift them up. Use them as anchors, daily reminders, and quiet whispers that say, keep going. You're getting closer. Are you ready? If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe for more content that blends spiritual wisdom with practical life insights. Give this video a like and comment below with the word align if you're ready to start living your luck. from the inside out. Let's walk this journey together toward purpose, peace, and true prosperity.